gets so much worse than that. I start adulting at 5 a.m. every day.
That's
That's like
absolutely
no,
insane.
true
ma'am.
adulting. Like
Yeah.
adulting pre-dawn. Ooh.
Yeah, adulting before the sun comes up. It is the absolute worst.
Hello, Internet.
Hello,
Adulting.
Internet.
It's the worst.
It is. It is absolutely the worst. There is nothing that is more arduous and painful and just overall not good than having to adult, especially adulting early in the morning.
Slight counter argument. Adulting means you can have ice cream for dinner.
True. It's true.
A plus.
I mean,
That's so good.
I guess it's not all bad,
Yeah.
but in the meantime, between ice cream for dinner, uh, hello everyone. It's Wednesday night dice. Say hello, nerds.
Hello, nerds.
Sup?
Sup, nerds?
Yeah, nerds. We play D&D on Wednesday nights. It's like a
Mm-hmm.
thing. We've been doing this for a long time. I've just realized how long we've actually been doing this. And
It's what, more than 3 years now?
This is year.
21,
Yeah.
22, 22. Yeah, we're in like year
yeah.
4.
Yeah. Session 0 of the original one was on the 13th of January 2021.
That makes me feel
Wow.
old. But yeah. Before we begin, there are a couple of things I would like to go over quickly. First and foremost, we've got a bunch of shout outs that we like to do. They are all listed at the beginning of our new opening theme video, which is very cool. I'm so proud of that. That looks so cool.
It's very cool.
And not only because I made it. But we've got Incarnate and Dungeon Alchemist, Foundry VTT, Hero Forge, Fantasy Name Generators, Monument Studios did provided the music for that intro video, and the biggest reason that we're doing this, always shouting it out, Extra Life, where we raise money all year round to benefit Children's Miracle Network hospitals. Um, and as such, because I like paying to win, I'm sure everybody likes paying to win. Um, for as a reminder to the players and anyone watching, with any $5 donation, you can give a single player advantage or disadvantage. If you want to punish me, I guess that's okay too. On their next die roll. And because we love a sale that is not strictly a BOGO, um, if you donate $15, you can give all 4 players advantage on their next die roll. That can be used at any time for any reason. Um, and there is actually one other shout out that I would like to make that we started using last week that has not made it the into the intro video, and that is our in-game ambience sounds and music provided by a little app that I really like the name of called Pocket Bard. And you can download that on the Google Play Store or um, the Apple App Store, whatever Apple calls their App Store. Um, but yeah, so we started using those. It seemed to do okay last week. It continues to be doing okay this week. Um, so without further ado, let us begin with some warm-up questions. I would like everyone to roll me a percentile die.
33.
33 from the wife. What person does your character admire most?
Ooh. That's really tough. Honestly, I think at the moment, Zill. Like, yeah, she's got, mentors in her craft and, like, people who have taken her under their wing, like, with her family and everything, but he's, like, I don't know. She's kind of fond of him, and he's independent and like knows his shit and can take care of himself and all of, like, the things that she wants to be, and I think she kind of admires that. Not that she might say it. I think she'd be afraid that he would be grumpy about it. But yeah. I think at
Okay.
the moment he's the one.
You know, the kind of ride or die friend who actually followed you into down into almost certain death underneath this mountain.
Yeah. He's a
Got
cool
it.
guy.
Cool guy. And probably the first time Zill's ever been described as a cool guy.
Yeah, probably.
He's neat.
He's neat.
Is there like an age threshold at which cool becomes neat?
Yeah, probably. I think Zill's hit that threshold.
I want the word neat to come back. Like, I want Gen Zers to start saying that things are neat. It's just a thing that I want.
You know, if you want it to last longer, start with Gen Alpha.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know. I already saw some clothing styles coming back, so
Oh god. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Sweet. As long as they don't talk to me, I'm fine. They can do what they want.
The clothes or the children?
Yes.
Knew you were gonna say that.
Either. I don't want your clothes to talk to me either. Rhodes, what do you got for us?
5.
Cleric
5.
numbers.
Cleric numbers. Ooh. I'm gonna expand on this question a little bit and broaden it just a touch. The question is, does your character have any biases for or against certain races? And I will broaden that to include other guilds or clan affiliations.
I don't know if he has any biases against any certain races. He's from Skytown, and it's a pretty ethnically diverse area. So, as long as everybody does their thing without fucking with him or fucking with other people, he's generally fine with that. Whatever.
Okay.
He does have a bit of a bias against. Wait, what's the name of it? Make sure I have the name right. Where is it? Can I not read? Oh, right, they don't have a guild. Oh wait, did we lose him?
Oh my god.
Well,
Where'd
never
he
mind.
go?
Screw me. That's fine.
My guilds.
Am I
What happened?
back?
Yeah,
Yes.
you need to start the stream again, though. Our overlay is fucked.
Ooh, who am
What
I right now?
happened?
I-
You are actually
Discord
nowhere.
just restarted.
Oh, okay.
I'm the DM, though. Oh, thank God.
Okay. I'm back.
So it's like, I don't want to hear your answer.
That's fine. Whatever.
No,
Um,
all of my computer is definitely on the fritz. All of my windows minimized and Discord just closed entirely. So, yeah.
what was I going to say? Oh, so races, that's fine. He does have a slight bias because they don't have a guild, which is what I couldn't remember, but he's not of the religious persuasion, and all of that makes him a little bit want to roll his eyes. Like, you do you, but I really would prefer not to hear about it. Thanks.
Okay.
Please don't invite me to Sunday service, but do whatever you want.
Yeah. Do not knock on my door. Do
Okay.
not.
And
You know,
do not come with it not knocking on my door too.
the yeah, the don't knock on my door about it, I feel is fair and an attitude that I'm sure many others feel as well. Court, what you got for us?
65.
65. What is Helia's favorite food or beverage?
Things I've never thought about.
That's why we're here. That's why we're doing this.
You know, first thought, like, I think she likes a good kebab and you know, a steaming hot cup of tea. Like, she likes her ale, but a good cup of tea, kind of hard to beat.
Okay. Obviously not hunting for that early inspiration. You could have said mutton chops, but no, kebabs I feel are a very like popular type of food in Skytown. Skytown especially, like kebabs are like the go-to street food in the city.
And
You know,
you
just
know, like, everybody has their spot. Like,
oh,
you
yeah.
know, so I'm sure she has her spot that she goes to, especially after a night of heavy drinking with the crew.
Mm-hmm. You've got that one hot dog stand that sets up on one particular corner every night, and Joram, who runs that kebab stand, he's an alright dude.
Exactly.
And he knows your name, you know his name. Every once in a while, his kids are there helping out at the kebab stand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Got it.
definitely. That's sounds like a good night to me, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to write that down because I also just named an NPC. Do we already have to play Spelling Bee? Because I named someone.
I think we're in the middle of questions. I think we're okay to forgo spelling bee today.
for another he's common enough name.
Yeah.
Tina, what
91.
91.
Tina went, fuck your cleric numbers.
Pretty much.
What is your character's guilty pleasure? That's a good
Real
one.
Housewives.
I don't think we've advanced quite to the realm of television yet in Skytown that I'm aware of. No, I feel like Endeavor is the type to, I don't know what the equivalent would be, but like the equivalent of dumpster diving, like going and finding things and repurposing them.
Okay.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Like on the weekends, I think, or even honestly, probably when they're on their way places too. Like they'll just see something that was like put out back. That's, you know, it's not gross and decaying, but like, I don't know, like half of a broken clock or something. Or like it's missing, something's missing a piece, but like the rest of it is still fine. And I think they feel really bad when they see it because they feel like, oh, like it still could be useful. It could still be used for something. Like you don't have to just chuck it out. And then they probably go out and look for things that can be repurposed and refurbished into new and possibly different function items and show up
Mhm.
home with them.
All I
Is-
can think is that it's a kinship you feel, because, like,
Yeah.
well, I didn't turn
Oh, it
out quite the way
absolutely
I was
is.
supposed to, but I'm still fine.
Well, okay, well, if we're just chucking things out, like, eventually am I just gonna end up in a trash heap? Existential crisis.
No,
He's probably like,
never.
come on,
This is-
Sofa, I'm not gonna chuck you out like Lula chucked me to the
Yeah.
curb.
There's been times where I think she'd come home with stuff that's like probably could not actually be repurposed. Like it was just too far gone, and it's like letting go of something from your childhood.
It's that brave
And
little
just-
toaster trauma.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's like you don't want to give it away, but like you feel kind of bad, but like really it's not doing anything aside from just sitting there taking up space.
I'm sure this has to explain more than half of the just random clutter and debris that litters Lula's apartment.
Oh, I mean, she's not.
I'm
She's
not
not
there.
innocent. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
Though,
she,
to be fair, it probably
Although
started there.
the habit had to be
Yeah.
learned somewhere. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm made from repurposed stuff, basically, so... And Lula has probably... you never know when you might need it.
it's true.
Helia probably got you a cabinet at some point and was like, just put the stuff in here.
It's a cabinet where you have to make a deck save if you open it now.
Yeah.
For sure.
Listen.
But yeah, I feel like they're the type of person who like will go out and they would, if there was a buy nothing group, they'd be on the buy nothing group for Skytown, and they're going out to like the the appliance exchange or whatever is there.
Oh yeah.
Skykia.
Skykia. That's a dungeon, by the way, just so you know. There's no way that's not a dungeon.
Next dungeon crawl is gonna be an IKEA map.
Does
You
it have a
guys-
buffet for meatballs and dessert in the middle of it?
You guys have to stop saying things like that because now I can't actually use it.
But you can, and
But
you
you
can
can.
also you can, and you can solicit guesses on how long it's going to take us to figure out an IKEA map.
hmm
Yeah.
And then somebody just Googles it. Oh,
And
this
we
is
can
the
fight
IKEA in,
The Strandmon.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can fight the Strandmon at the end. I have one of those to
All
share.
right. So, our adventure continues. You all find yourselves in this open like fountain room after having just met and crossed blades and spells with three animated gargoyles, three animated statues, after being lured here by some nefarious whispers in your head emanating from a large fountain in the middle of the room.
Because the two people who have advantage on those saving throws both failed them.
Just wandered off.
I just realized that.
Just wandered off. Just wandered down the hallway in spite of all of the conversation we had before going to bed. Just got up and left the room.
100% dead.
I mean,
Yep.
something
I feel
shit
like we
happens,
shouldn't be
guys.
surprised by that, though.
Yeah.
I mean, Lula, no. No, maybe also not. Yeah. I mean, you have like the beat cop and the ADHD inventor,
Hey,
and there's
I
some weird
resemble
whispers
that
like
remark.
they're gonna wander off and go find out what's
What
going
a
on.
sheet to be. Dude, that would be such a good TV show. The Beat Cop and the Inventor.
Here, test this when you go out, and it's like, oh god.
Law and Order who? Fuck that.
Lore and order. There we go.
Yeah.
Law and Order.
It works.
Multiple levels.
So the four of you are able to dispatch the third um, gargoyle just as a few of the other members of your company rush into the room, having been alerted by the camp staff, and immediately Trallin and Janora throw spells directly at the fountain, and as soon as they do, the whispers in that all of you can hear in your head um, fade and disappear. Your minds fully return to you, um, and Hake, who is the last one through the door, just looks around and says, "What the fuck happened?"
Well, we went to go investigate what we heard to make sure it was safe. It's safe now.
I should hope so. And he walks over and he starts like digging through what's left of one of the gargoyles. Um, make an insight check. Uh,
Any of us?
Zilny.
Okay.
He's still a little sleepy, so that was 4.
Oh,
4.
buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he approaches you and the rubble at your feet. The half of rubble at your feet, the other half is like fully in the fountain. And he just says, "Yeah, I should hope so. There's fucking nothing left of these guys." And he starts picking through it a little bit. Um, and he turns to Janora and says, "Is there a way to like block off this room so we can actually get some sleep tonight? What can we do here? You're the expert now." Um, and Janora and Hake kind of bounce a few ideas off of each other, and they are confident that between the two of them, because they are the only like higher level like full casters, um, they can put together some kind of magical barrier just over this doorway. That even if the dispel magic that they had put on the well itself, or not well, the fountain, even if that fails and that effect returns, no one will be able to get back into this room uh, at all. So that should help. Um, so they do that. After a couple of minutes, they cast these couple of spells, and all of you return. Um, Endeavor, you return back to medium sized. You come out of your wild shape while all of this is happening.
I was gonna say, I'm like, I am a bear.
I am a bear.
I am a bear. I am just bearing.
How long are you able to stay in that wild shape?
3 hours.
3 hours? You honestly, if you want to stay a bear for a few hours, you can.
Just sit in the doorway.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think I will turn back to myself just because it's easier for me to maneuver certain things. Bears, not really, but the opposable.
Yeah, thumbs are nice.
Yeah, thumbs are really awesome. So
10 out of 10 would
10 out of 10,
definitely
yeah,
recommend
literally.
thumbs.
8 out of 8, less useful. Is there nothing else in this room aside from just the fountain, the piles of scattered rubble from us killing the animated stone things.
Make go ahead and make an investigation check.
Yeah, we weren't really looking around when we came in here.
Yeah, and anybody in the couple of minutes of that Janora and Trallin are talking, actually,
Yes, please.
Hate and Sersha are also going to make some investigation checks and take a look around the room.
14 for me.
Okay.
Natural 20 for 25.
Hells
Okay.
yes.
27.
Yeah.
11.
Okay. So there are a bunch of things that you guys see / notice here. The first and most obvious thing is right in this area, there is a closed, reinforced, petrified wood and iron door. Elsewhere around the room, the fountain is surrounded on 3 sides by a few benches. This appears to have been like just like a courtyard type area. The most of the wall. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Most of the wall and edge of the room here is fully gone. And it just kind of is open, looking out over this cliff, and just like into the darkness. Elsewhere in the room, you see a lot of just like wooden crates and debris. And a number of musical instruments, like a standing floor horn. The standing floor horn appears to be just like solid bronze. There is what appears to be like old drum or other percussion type instruments that are in a serious state of disrepair and unplayable just by looking at them. But yeah, and then so this room looks to be like some kind of like courtyard entertainment type area.
Okay.
We don't want to with the door.
This door? The reinforced door?
Yeah.
Can I check the door for traps?
Sure. That would be an investigation check.
It could just be a closet.
Yeah, but it's in a room with whispering gargoyles that yeah, you know.
Could be a cage.
Indeed. That is 16.
16. This door does not appear to be trapped.
Seems okay. You want me to try to open it?
Maybe we should wait till tomorrow. If we're locking down the other doorway, there's really no reason to open this one.
I suppose. Would be nice to put my armor back on before something else attacks us. Or she looks at Zilni and Lula. Or before we, walk into something else.
Was not my fault.
We told you not to go, and you happily skipped with Brutus in here.
You didn't hear the whispers?
Of course I heard the whispers. I knew not to follow them.
Yeah, I don't know if we really had a choice in the matter.
Either way, maybe we should go back to sleep.
Yes.
All right. So all of you make your way back to the workshop. Just gonna do one of these. One of these. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay. So all of you make your way back to the workshop. The Fabian, Anna, Philip, and Jonah are all awake at this point. Everybody's up. Anna is heating up a pot of water for tea or other beverages, whatever those on watch are going to want to drink. And the rest of you restart your long rest.
Yes.
The rest of the evening passes without much incident. It does take your group a little bit longer to like really get up and moving. By the time all four of you are up and ready to go and continue your search and exploration of this fort, this complex, whatever you want to call it, it's still not entirely clear what this place is. So, but yeah, by the time you guys are up and ready to go, have your armor on and all that kind of thing, Hake, Trallin, Sersha, Janora are all either poring over more of those books or actually you see Sersha and Trallin come entering the workshop as they had been gone doing something. And Sersha approaches Hake and just gives like a small report what the next couple of rooms and doors are gonna be down the next part of this hallway. Mostly looks like dormitories and a small chapel. And Hake says, "Excellent. Well, though I don't think we'll really find much in the dormitories, we should at least make sure that there are no threats or anything else. So we will head that direction and see what we can find."
Okay.
And Hay kind of looks to the four of you and says, "Well, I hope you've all had your beauty sleep. You have. You have all gained a long rest.
Yay.
So lead the way."
You need to unpause us to lead the way.
Are you unpaused now?
Yes.
Okay.
Which way are we going?
This way, right?
Yeah.
We're going that way.
Yeah,
Okay.
this way is farther into the complex.
Okay, here we go. Going
This
down
way.
this way.
Are you guys continuing to light torches as you go?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Okay. Then as you start passing torches, I will start lighting them.
Mm. Oh, here's a door.
Is this door open since the other two had already done some?
Actually, yeah, Saoirse and Trallin have already been down here a little bit. This door is actually open.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Yep. Yep. Dormitory.
So, Endeavor, you walk through this door and you can see that there are a couple of bed frames set up. There is a set of shelves on the west wall here, and
Mhm.
then um, yeah, just like another like chest or crate um, on the far wall. There is and then there are two other doors leading out of this room, one to the east and one back to the west, kind of back in the direction where you had come from.
What's the state of this crate? Like, deteriorated like everything else around, or while like a lot of stuff around here, or stuff in there?
It is mostly intact, but the wood is pretty well rotted. Um, it would not take much to, crack open or destroy this crate to see what might be inside.
Yeah, he's gonna try cracking it open.
Okay. Are you just like sticking a dagger in between the boards to pry them apart? Are you like looking for a lid, or what's your methodology here?
Yeah, I mean, if there's a lid that he could easily lift, that would be, ideal. If not, he's gonna just like whack at it a little bit with his hand axe.
Okay. Um, you it it's a wooden box. I'm not gonna make you roll to figure out how it opens. That's ridiculous. Um, it is like a shipping crate, so it is like nailed shut.
Gotcha.
So you take a few whacks at it and pry it open with a dagger and hand axe. Um, and you see that inside it is essentially just like storage, like provision storage. It's not food specifically, but it's like plates, cutlery, um, just stuff. None of it looks particularly valuable. It all appears to be either glass or ceramics. Nothing's got like gemstones in it or anything like that.
Gotcha. If Hake is, I don't know, I assume they're following us, but if Hake is around, he will tell him that just because it doesn't look obviously valuable doesn't mean that some rich antique plate collector wouldn't like it.
Okay.
People collect lots of stuff.
It's true.
I will say that it is not Hake that is with you guys. It is actually Saoirse that is following behind you guys.
Dustin, are these things supposed to be like crates that are covered, or are they supposed to be like bunks?
They're bunks.
Okay. Wasn't 100% sure.
So yeah, as you all are starting to look around the room, Saoirse says, yeah, we had poked our heads in here just to see what kind of room it was, but we didn't do much investigating or further exploration. So we're not entirely sure what's through either of those two doors. Where do you guys go
Alright.
next?
I'm curious about this door right here.
Okay.
Can I mean, I'll check it for traps, I guess. First, because, caution and such.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a natty one, sir.
Okay.
Seems legit.
The door does not appear to be trapped.
Is it locked? Can I see if it's locked?
The door does appear locked.
This one's locked. Could be something interesting behind it.
Open it.
And I will give you guidance.
Thank you. I have proficiency in thieves' tools, or do you want me to roll sleight of hand?
I
Or the
imagine
same?
it'll be the same bonus, but you make a thieves' tools check using your dexterity.
God, where'd my dice go? 19.
19.
Thank you for the guidance.
Okay. Yeah, after a bit of fiddling with the lock, the latch pops open pretty easily.
She's fiddling around with it and she hears it pop open and she just goes, "Oh, got it." Opens the door.
Cool. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Awesome. 7.
7.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I said Constitution. That was wrong. What would it have been as a dexterity saving throw?
Oh, 12.
12?
Yeah.
Okay. That is still not enough. But
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I have a decent dex save, but I rolled shit.
So as you open the door and begin to step through, there is this like black acidic tar
Oh.
that falls down from above the door jamb and begins to cover you. And you take you take 12 points of acid damage.
Fuck.
Stop trying to kill her.
And
Dustin
she just
always
goes,
picks one.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
The
I'm
one who
honored.
goes through the door, who rolled a nat 1 on their trap checking.
As she just steps through, because there's no traps on the door. She just feels it immediately start to go on her skin. She, fuck, I was wrong.
It is. This stuff falls and plops down on you, and it looks to the rest of you as if Helia got slimed.
Oh.
And I need everyone to roll initiative.
Sorry, guys.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Um, I don't even know. Oh, there is a thing for this. Yeah. So as this goo plops down from the ceiling, da, da, da. Oh, I want to do that and that. Okay. Tina, what was
No.
your initiative?
My initiative was 8.
Black pudding got -1.
Yep. Zilny.
Also 8.
Cool.
Look, it's a slow morning, okay?
Guys, we are not doing well at all.
Speak for yourselves.
Yeah, I got 21.
21.
Yeah.
And Lula.
16.
So we got 21, 16, 8, 8, 4, -1.
Solid.
All right.
Yes.
Court, it is your turn. I am actually going to say this door is open, but I'm actually going to say that
Oh!
you are in its space.
As she like, does it squish with like squelching noises?
Oh yeah, like you're fighting like black tar colored Nickelodeon slime.
Okay. As soon as she just like feels the squelching and it's like all over her, she's just obviously she grabs her sword, which presumably it's beeping and going off and donging and such.
Yeah. Court, actually real quick, what is your armor magical?
No.
Okay,
It's just regular studded leather.
cool. Your armor takes a permanent -1 penalty. As the acid is literally like dissolving your armor.
Um, alright. So that puts my AC at 14. As she steps in and just slimes all over her, she just like she just flings her arm out with her sword in her hand. She's like, and she slashes out, not even realizing, I think, like, oh, she's really slashing at this big giant black pudding in front of her. Uh, she's just trying to like get it away and get out of it. Like, ugh.
Okay.
So that is gonna be a 21 to hit.
Oh yeah. It's a pile of goo. It does not have a high AC.
Yeah. 7 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And then, as a bonus action, she's gonna disengage and step the fuck away from it.
What type of damage is that?
Piercing? With
Piercing.
magical piercing damage.
Okay. I'm gonna let you guys know now, damage types are important.
Okay. And then bonus action, disengage and step out of its
Okay.
business. All right. That's my turn.
Right. So that was Helia's turn. Next up is Lula and Brutus.
Okay. Lulu's gonna run up. And take a...
Court, I'm so sorry. You take one more point of acid damage as bits like splash and spray out at you as you hit it. Alright. I'm sorry, go ahead, Sam.
She's gonna run up to it and... Oh, this is so dumb. Shocking Grasp.
Okay.
Hopefully. We'll see. 12? Probably not gonna hit.
12, you reach out and touch it.
Because it's a
Probably gets
pudding.
back, but, you know. 14 points of lightning damage.
Okay. You reach out and touch this pudding, and as you do, like, your hand gets covered in this shit, and you take 4 points of acid damage.
Okay.
You release the spell, and you watch as these arcs of electricity, like, bounce all around its form, seemingly dealing no damage.
Mother... Come on. Then that's gonna freak her
Sorry,
out.
babe.
She's gonna have Brutus back up. I don't know if you want...
Okay.
Can I use Brutus's... Can I use my bonus action to instruct Brutus to use his action to disengage? You can tell me no, and I'll just take the attack of opportunity. They're leaving anyway.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
She will back up here-ish and tell the group lightning doesn't seem to do anything. That shit hurts. That's my turn.
Alright,
Glad I used a
Endeavor.
cantrip.
it is your turn.
Get him.
Is it my turn? My turn or is Zill's turn?
The two of you go at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah, you go ahead. It's all good.
Okay, that's cool. I was like, I'm not that fast. Yeah, seeing that the lightning just kind of sizzled and then just went inside it, apparently. I will... Okay. Shit, Helia is... You're on the other side.
Yeah, I was just moved.
Bad place to be. I will produce some flames and I will chuck them at the large massive pudding.
Okay.
The large massive tarry goo.
Supermassive black pudding.
Yeah, basically the hexus that's just dropped down from the ceiling. For 17 to hit.
17 hits.
All right. And 14 fire damage.
14 fire damage.
Does it eat the fire too?
The acid begins to, its entire form begins to dry out and crack and boil, and it generally doesn't look like it enjoyed that at all.
Sweet. Okay, well that's good. That's good. Okay.
It seems to have had an appropriate effect.
Okay, that's good because that's all I really got for the things. So yeah, okay. We have that, and Helia, how you looking over there behind the tar?
Little crispy.
Little crispy? How crispy? Like 50% crispy or?
No,
Okay.
26 out of 39 right now.
Okay. Okay, not less than 50, not more than 50% crispy.
No, ma'am.
Okay, you are still medium rare.
Yeah, pretty
Then
much.
I
I'm
will.
perfectly done, basically.
Yeah. Then I will just make sure that I
done
am
with this whole place.
make sure with a decent distance of you, and I will just hang out here. I'm good.
Okay. Zilny, that brings us to you.
Shoot it.
Okay.
Kill it.
Shoot it.
Kill
No,
it, Dad.
she's like in the tar.
She's
I
not.
don't want to shoot Ellie
No,
by
she's out of the
mistake.
tar. She moved out of the tar, at
okay.
least.
Oh, she moved out. I thought she moved further in, which I was like, that's
No,
silly, but like,
she
you live
moved
your
into
best
the other
life.
room.
Okay.
Guys, I think we need to have an intervention with her.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
real.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna shoot it.
Exploded.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna shoot it. 12? Wait, I think 12
12
worked
hits.
before.
12 hits. That's what
Okay,
I rolled.
okay. I'll roll the other one too.
I'm gonna let you guys in on a little
That's
secret.
18.
A 12 almost hits twice over.
Oh.
Oh.
It does not have a high
Oh.
AC.
Yeah, but it hurts when you hit
I thought it was just because you touched it. What am I mathing in the math? Okay. 24 points of damage.
24. And what kind of damage is that?
Magical piercing.
Okay.
Nice.
Do, do, do. Alright, so as a reaction, it is going to really hope this is gonna work the way I want it to.
Oh, it's little. Oh, it's
No,
split.
Get away. Get away. Get away.
That's nice. That's nice.
Oh, it did work the way I wanted it to.
Dose puddings.
All right. So, as a reaction, when you shoot it, the bullet, pierces it like right down the middle, creating this. Have you ever seen somebody shoot like a block of ballistic gel and like that big air cavity pops up? That's exactly what happens. But instead of that block staying together, the whole thing splits, and now there are two of them. Admittedly, they are about half the size that they were originally, but now there are two of them.
It's not my fault.
So I believe
Just
you have
here.
a second attack.
Why are there
still.
two?
No, that was both attacks.
That was both attacks? Okay.
Yes.
Alright. So now it is its turn. The A half.
What about Saoirse? Unless it has a higher thingy. Sorry.
The other half rolled initiative and rolled a 6. So conveniently
really
it goes
good.
now. So the A half is going to it is going to move 5, 10,
No, go away.
15.
No, go away.
Why are you out here?
Sam
No,
and Tina,
Mm.
I need you to pick a number 1 through 6.
that's not nice. 2.
4.
Okay. It goes for Endeavor.
Okay.
Oh no.
So
Mm.
Endeavor, it's going to it's going to make an attack against you.
That's not nice of it.
Does a 14 hit?
No.
Okay. Just for being in its space, you will take 4 points of acid damage.
I think it's actually in my space. I don't know why it gets to claim this space as its own.
It's the one dealing acid damage, so it makes the rules.
Question, insert joke about it being white pudding instead of, black pudding. That's a bad joke. Ignore me.
It's white upper middle class pudding.
Well, oh, that's not what I thought when you said white pudding.
That's not the intention I had. Continue, proceed.
I was like, why,
it might
why
be.
are you turning it into semen?
Nope, that's not what I had. That was the intention.
No.
Just trying to make fun of white people. It's fine. Ignore me.
It's good.
So that is its turn.
Okay.
It is now Saoirse's turn. And Saoirse is going to... Saoirse is going to shout, "Oh fuck." 5, 10,
Yeah, let's go, girl.
20, 25,
Seriously, we're the ones who have the late night.
30. So she is going to come right up here, and she is going to make a couple of short sword attacks. I did not roll a 1 on either of those, so they hit. So, Saoirse... Alright, so Saoirse makes a couple of attacks, gets some goo on her, and that is Saoirse's turn. It is now the back half black pudding, and that one is going to re-enter Helia's space. Does a 21 hit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is this something I could uncanny dodge or no, since it's up in my space?
Yeah, you could uncanny dodge it.
I'll have this.
Wow, of all the fucking times to roll shit. So you take the total damage is 4 bludgeoning and 12 acid. So that's 16 total.
So
Halved
8.
to 8.
Okay.
And your armor takes another permanent -1 penalty.
Might as well just take it off at this point, because my AC is now the same.
So the AC bonus from your armor is just 10?
It's 12 armor plus 3 dexterity.
Okay. So
but when
yeah,
I
you're
take it off, when I removed it the night before when we were fighting, my AC was just 13.
okay. So if the armor reduces the AC bonus to just 10 plus your dex, your armor is destroyed.
Okay.
Are you like naked?
She does not go commando in her
Okay.
armor.
That's a good thing because
I
if
feel like
you
that would
did,
chafe.
you would constantly be making con saves due
Yeah.
to chafe. 0 out of 10. Do not recommend.
Yeah. She
Tons
probably
of
wears
baby
like
powder.
the
Yeah.
medieval equivalent of Woxers.
Yeah.
So your thighs don't love each other too much.
So that is its turn. Back up to the top of the initiative with Helia.
I'm gonna move out of its space.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to slash out at it again.
Okay.
Actually, can I use my insightful fighting on this thing? Actually, no, I'm not going to do that because it uses my bonus action.
Okay.
Never mind. I'm just going to swing at it. That's a 17 on the die, so 20
Yeah.
some odd.
Yeah.
For another 7 points of piercing.
Okay.
And I used 5 feet of movement to get out of it. I'm going to disengage and back out the door with the rest of my movement.
Good call.
You said 7 points of damage.
Yes. My
Okay.
sword is magical. 10.
When you hit it, you get some back spray, and you take an additional 5 points of acid damage.
Helia comes out the door looking worse for the wear. Like her armor's like eaten away.
Okay.
And she just we need to run.
Just screaming.
Yeah. And she's like covered in black goo.
Mm-hmm.
A la Nickelodeon. That's my turn.
Alright. Lula and Brutus. It is worth noting that with all of the splashing and spray that's happening and the fact that it has now split, there is considerably less mass to account for between these two creatures than what you had originally seen fall from the ceiling.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What is that like from? If I throw. Sorry, I probably should have looked at this before I did anything. Thinking if I can. Oh, I don't want it to eat my hand axe though. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna move to Helia and do a cure wounds
Okay.
for
Get
8
a little
points.
crisp. Thank you.
And then Brutus and I are gonna move up to block everybody else. And actually, we're gonna move up. I'm gonna close the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Good
5,
call.
10, 15, 20 to back up. And that's he'll take the I think if I don't do anything, he takes the dodge action.
Yeah.
So he'll take the dodge action, and that's everything I can do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Endeavor, it
Yeah.
is your turn.
Do I need to do anything at the start of my turn? Since an ooze is in me.
No.
Okay. Then I
Well, I
want to
hope
get
it's
the hell
not
out.
in you.
I mean, I'm gonna need a good cleaning after
Like
this.
you're hollow, so
Not a
like
pregnancy test.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to go through like the car wash or something. I am gonna get out of the ooze, and I will take an attack of opportunity. I don't care. I just want to get away from the bad ooze. So, I will go back. I don't know, 15 feet or so.
Okay.
Get back up in here.
It is definitely going to make an attack of opportunity
Yes.
against you.
Mm,
Never mind.
I mean, it tried. Okay. Yeah, and then I'm gonna fire it again once I am safely out of the ooze distance. Like, is that door still open? Yeah. I'll get a little closer to the door actually, just in case. And yeah, once again, produce flame in my hand and just like pitcher style hurl it.
Okay.
Yeah, 15 on the die
Yep.
for not great. 8 damage. Fire. 8 fires.
You hurl that flame, and the this like puddle of acidic ooze just explodes.
Oh.
Actually, I need Zilny, and Sersha is also going to make a dexterity saving throw.
Mm.
Zilny's like, son of a bitch, I'm just trying to look at the commemorative plates over here.
He's thinking to bring it
natural
home.
1
oh.
for a total of 4. So, yeah, no redemption really.
I feel that.
And at 6th level, you're not like indomitable or anything like that yet, right?
No, I'm just a dude.
Well, you only take 1 point of acid damage from the splash. All right. That is Endeavor's turn. Zilny, is there, before we end combat, is there anything that you want to do?
How many of those
Um,
things are there?
No, if we've closed that door and we've decided we are not going to open that door, then no, he's good.
Okay. Sersha just instinctively takes a step back, like kind of towards Zilny, just away from that door. And at the end of Sersha's turn, Lula, you see that from under the crack in that door, that ooze just easily seeps underneath.
Yeah, I had a feeling it was gonna do that.
Yeah.
What an a-hole.
Bad ooze.
And because it is you that is right there, it is going to make an attack against you. Does a 19 hit?
Yeah. Actually, no, I already said yes. Just go for it.
Okay.
I will hit it with my shield though.
So you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And 13 points of acid damage.
Oh, I should have shielded.
Cheese and rice.
Holy cow. I am gonna hit it with my shield as a reaction though.
Okay.
It pushes the attacker 15 feet back. It can't go anywhere, but can it, like... push it into the door? And does that do damage at all? Like, it's not actually meant to do damage. It just pushes the thing back. But considering it magically slams, like this, it's a magic infusion on my shield.
Okay.
That it's a repulsion shield.
Give me 1 second. I'm just trying to pull up that ability, just so I can read it.
Sure.
You still have to, like, make an attack, though, right?
Nope.
Oh, no?
I use my reaction immediately after being hit by a melee attack to expend 1 use of the shield's charges and push the attacker up to 15 feet away. It doesn't actually typically do damage. I'm just hoping that I can convince you enough that since I'm pushing it up against the door, you can say no.
Here we go. Make an athletics check.
I'm not good at those. 9.
9. Yeah, you connect and it like flattens up and like splashes against the door a little bit, but then it quickly just like reconsolidates back where it was.
Okay.
Good idea though.
I should have shielded instead.
That brings us back to the top with Helia.
Would have been awesome if it worked. So this thing came out, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
The door is still closed. It just seeped under the crack in the door.
That's super gross. With a friend right here, I'm gonna attack it.
Okay.
Get that sneak attack.
Yeah. For a 17 plus 6. Math is not mathing in my head right now, but I know
Yeah.
that it's
Did you roll a 1? No.
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 Let's count. Ooh, almost max damage.
Ooh.
22 points of piercing damage.
Okay. What is the sneak attack specifically?
I rolled it all together, and I rolled 3 6s and a 1. So I will let you, as the DM, interpret. Sneak attack is 3d6.
Okay. And then the regular weapon damage is a d6.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's either 13 or 18, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I either way, it's enough. You just flatten it and it just discorporates.
Is it like Jello under a hydraulic press?
Well, I mean, it's an ooze. It doesn't have a discernible anatomy. So,
Fair.
like, your sneak attack is supposed to be, like, going for, like, the backs of its knees or going for the heart specifically. And it doesn't have, like, weak points. So, but you did enough damage regardless, to put it down. So yeah, you are, however, with that
Splish splashed.
splashback,
Sorry,
going to
Lula.
take
Oh,
2 points of acid damage.
you don't get it. Oh,
Just
for the
me,
melee.
right? Not Lila?
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine.
But there's no explosion
Okay.
like there was with the last one.
Good.
Because you didn't literally blow it up with fire. So yeah. So the field goes quiet, and just everything is covered in just like this black acidic goo.
Ow.
Well,
Ow.
yeah, I'm pretty sure my armor is no longer armoring.
Oh no.
Yeah, your armor is completely destroyed.
We'll get you new armor.
I will take a second to pull out of my bag. I have regular leather armor as well that she just stuffed in her bag, so she'll pull that on. But
Okay.
While Helia is changing armor, Zill probably doesn't have one, but he'll ask Endeavor if they have a vial, and he's gonna see if he can like scoop
Ooh.
up some of the ooze,
Oh,
because
yeah.
he's thinking in his head, we gotta get something to give this phoenix. I don't know, maybe it's never seen a ooze, and this isn't worth money, so I think we
Yeah.
can take this.
Oh yeah, no, there's definitely vials. There's like vials in jars. So Endeavor will rustle around in their bag and pull out a couple of specimen jars and like a popsicle stick basically, so that you can scrape it and put it in. So we can take a few ooze samples home.
Okay.
Also, maybe it can be made into something fun. Maybe there's potions that can be made out of it, or bullets that have acid.
Ooh,
ooh,
that is also fun. You say that, and he goes, "Oh, I didn't." Yeah, yeah. He like scrapes a little more. Just like,
Takes another vial.
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh
we're
no,
gonna
yeah.
just,
We'll just get a flask.
Yeah.
Just start scooping.
Oh, don't use a
How?
flask. You
Don't
drink
mis-
out of flasks, and you don't want to grab the wrong flask.
yeah, because they don't mistake that for your drinking flask.
I don't drink, so it wouldn't be a problem for me, but yeah, we will label that. We'll make sure in the fridge that it's, do not drink acid.
Mhm.
Um so how rough is happening over here? Rough, like, do we need to sit for a while? Do we want to not do we want to keep moving?
A little
I have
less than half.
19
Okay.
out of 39.
12 out of 33.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no. Okay, so we should probably either take a brief spell, or if we want to keep moving, I can, over the next minute, I can make you feel better.
That will
I
be
think.
good.
Is it the
That's
next
probably
minute?
the best thing to do.
Dustin, I have
Next
a
minute?
question.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, Tina.
Next. So we're taking the minute or the.
No, let's just take the minute. I want to keep moving.
Okay, then I'm gonna cast Aura of Vitality.
Nice.
So 2d6 to one person over the next minute. I can choose, so it'll be 5 rounds of that for each of you, basically.
Sweet.
So I'll basically roll it until you're topped off.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Dustin, for mending. So I can use
Mhm.
that on Brutus. Can I use that on Endeavor?
On Endeavor, yes.
Okay. Would I use the same... What is it? Can use So for Brutus, I can do... Where is it? If the mending spell's cast on Brutus, it's 2d6 hit points. Would that be the same as for Endeavor?
I will say
Or do you want to adjust that a little?
I will say that if you cast Mending on Endeavor, it is the same effect as a first level Cure Wounds.
Okay.
But it still takes you that minute to cast.
Because it is a minute casting despite being a cantrip. Got it. Okay. That's fair. Then we'll do a little swaps because you got hit too, right?
Yeah, I'm only down 4 though, so.
Okay. That's good to know for the future at least, though.
Oh yeah.
Just in
2d6.
case. Not great for combat, but
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
9.
for the future.
Actually,
Unfortunately,
free slot.
13,
yeah. For a cantrip,
21. No one needs more than 21 hit points, right?
No.
No, that's exactly what I need.
Okay, so you
I'm
take the
down
first
exactly
21.
20.
That's 3 of the rounds.
Awesome.
6. 4 is 10. And 8 is 18. 28. So 28 was the second one. So Court, you can
I get 28?
Yeah, 28. So it should top you up.
Yeah, it definitely does.
Yeah.
She just
Thank
like
you.
If there was a bonus, can I have the 1?
Yes.
Because with my
Yes.
luck, it'll be 1 hit point that makes me
Hit
die
point, hit
later.
point, yeah.
Actually-
it is a 3.
I was gonna
Okay.
say I actually only needed 20, so I don't know if there
No,
was a way
it's
to
just
split them.
it's 2d6
Okay.
per round to one person, so a total of
It's fine.
10 times 2d6.
You hit
which is
Helia
20,
with that
because,
like healing, and she just is like,
Yeah, it's just a big aura. Like, it's just an aura of nice.
Mm-hmm.
The-
Like, you just feel good.
The
Like,
black
you're feeling...
pudding turns into like aloe vera.
Yeah, like, it just... it basically, it suddenly has this, like, this much less, like, acrid smell.
I like it.
Like being it's like
Aromatherapy.
being
Yeah.
wrapped in a giant icy hot.
Yeah, basically. It's like
You
after
smell
the
like a
sunburn,
grandpa,
you put
but
on
your
all the
muscles
good
don't
stuff,
hurt.
and you're just like, oh, this is great. Cold room.
I need one of those now.
Yeah.
Dang.
Tell me you're an adult without telling me you're an adult.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you get magical snugs. Everybody gets magical snugs.
Alright.
And should
Over
be.
the over the next couple of minutes, you guys take a minute, take a
Mhm.
few breaths. You are now still in this room. You still have 2 closed doors.
well,
Well, that
could
one.
go check down that hallway now that the ooze is gone.
If
Theoretically
we
gone.
open the acid
Mhm.
door, I would like to suggest that maybe we open it and I just send fire in there to begin with, instead of people.
I could
And
send
we-
bug too. Set
Maybe,
up any
yeah.
traps.
Or at least take
Probably a
can
good
you
idea.
can Bug, do you have remote viewing on
No.
Bug? Also, can you launch
I
people with
wish.
your shield?
Yes, that I can do.
So if someone were to jump on your shield, you can chuck them up.
Theoretically, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you Captain America someone
Can I-
onto a zooming with?
Theoretically, yes.
Okay.
We will have to experiment on
Zilla-
that.
You'll have to come across that situation and then ask the DM if it works.
Mechanically, you have to hit me first.
I
That
mean,
sucked. Just-
a reasonable person might consider essentially drop kicking you
Yeah,
a hit.
a hit. So, yeah.
And if you
theoretically.
specifically
Files
don't
of-
avoid the attack, I mean, it's gonna hit.
Yeah.
Acid. Okay.
Okay.
Collect several files of black pudding acid. All right. Well, maybe we try door number 2.
First.
Yeah. Maybe
Okay.
we try door number 2. We can. Do you want to send Bug through?
Is
So-
door number 2. So this door?
Yeah, this guy.
Yeah. Talia, you want to check it first?
Yeah. Hopefully I catch the trap this time. AKA,
I'll
hopefully
give you
my
some more
puppet
guidance.
master doesn't
Like,
fail a one.
you got this, girl. You got this.
Bill's gonna just stand here and help.
Good call.
Everyone,
Extra set of
we all
eyes.
can check it.
So, should I roll with advantage, Dustin? If Zill is also looking.
Sure. Roll with advantage.
Now Zill knows what to look for if this place is infested with that stuff.
That's better. Much better.
I think I'm seeing why these folks left.
Yeah, if
That's a 22.
if these were the house
22?
pests, yes.
This door does not appear to be trapped.
I'm sorry. It was actually a 29. but
This door is definitely not trapped.
I added the guidance, but not my actual notice.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Okay.
Very confident we're good here. Is it locked?
It does not appear to be locked.
Okay.
Okay. Now
It's
maybe
a
we send Bug.
hallway. Yeah. She'll step out of the way once she opens the door.
Just in case.
Does this hallway look familiar? Are these windows?
Yeah, they are windows.
So can I see into the hallway that leads to our...
Yes, you can.
Cool. Sweet. I'll point that out, and then, yeah, just for S's and G's. We'll take Bug out. A little beetle.
Bug.
Bug!
Looks like Lola.
It looks like Lola. And Bug will just kind of... I don't think Bug actually can fly. No, Bug can fly.
Yeah.
Bug will just fly down and back.
Okay.
Just see if it triggers anything. Oh, I understand how this works now. Oh, I get it. Oh, this door's the one that I saw outside, too. Okay. The door at the end of the hall is the one I saw that led outside.
Oh.
When we went around the building the first
Right.
time before we tried the front door, there was a side door. I'd already seen it. Got it. Cool.
Okay.
But yes, I will send Bug. Dustin, do you want me to move it? Or
yeah.
do you care? Okay. I don't
Um,
own Bug, so if you can just move it for me, 30 feet per round.
Alright, so
I was just gonna
Bug
kinda
gets to here.
Mosey.
Um,
See if it attracts anything.
30. So about 30 seconds it takes Bug to get down to the other end of the hall, just flying-ish down the middle of the hallway, crawls over, gets onto the door at the far end, crawls around a little bit,
No,
and then just,
comes back.
over the next 30 seconds flies back.
Cool.
Okay. Cool.
Nothing. At least nothing that... There could be plates on the floor, but...
So we step in and just
explodes.
Well, if there is, I'm sure I'll find them.
So Lula will step back and let Helia go in.
Strength saving throw. I'm just kidding.
I can't
Have to
do
volunteer
that
to go
one.
first.
Intelligence saving throw.
Okay.
I'm just gonna Court. Go ahead and make an investigation check as you come down this hallway.
Okay. Miss Jackson.
Miss Jackson, the hallway appears to be safe.
She'll just kind of call back and say, "I'm pretty sure we're good. You guys can come on through."
Well, I think that just goes outside. That door at the end of the hall. I mean, if you want to check it, by all means.
Yeah, I'll double check since Helia's not sure.
It leads to eventually outside.
Can I just keep an eye on the other door
Can I?
through which bad things came?
Yeah, I'll stay with Endeavor.
I'll double check this one for traps before I try to open it.
Okay. Saoirse is actually going to follow the two of you down the hall. And as she does, we're gonna light these torches.
So
You're gonna
26.
check this door for traps.
Yeah, 26.
26. Does not appear to be trapped.
And she'll try to unlock it.
Does not appear to be locked.
Okay. She's gonna peek out, not like step all the way through, but she'll like look to see what she can see.
This room, now that you're seeing it from the other angle, this room appears to be like a guard room station.
Okay.
These couple of windows are the same arrow slit windows that you'd seen that look into like the main entryway of this building, of this complex.
Okay.
So this is, now that you are seeing the architecture from the other side, this is very clearly a defensive structure that if an attacking force was ever able to breach the main gate, then you would be able to have a half a dozen or so guards with bows or crossbows or something else that would be able to turn that entryway essentially into a kill box.
Just there's nothing really in. I mean, it's a guardhouse. Definitely defensible. Makes this place very defensible. If you want to see if there's anything in there, we can go in there, but I don't think it's really gonna net us anything that we're potentially looking for.
Leave that up to Sorsha. She's the boss.
Well,
Helia will just look to Saoirse and be like, preferences?
Saoirse says, well, we should at least clear it so that the others can come in here and know that it's safe. And she kind of just like, doesn't like push past you, but she passes you and enters the room.
We'll step in as well.
And she will turn on these two torches. So yeah, in looking through these windows, you guys can see the door that's over the pit and the pit itself, and all of that as well.
Can I look in these set of box and a barrel here?
Sure.
Just investigation.
I'm not gonna make you roll it. You open up the barrel, and it is filled with arrows and crossbow bolts.
Hey. Arrows and crossbow bolts. Well stocked. Don't actually see a crossbow.
What kind of condition are they in?
4.
Broken down. Probably been here for a while.
Might be usable, but probably not.
You might be able to use the pointy end as a projectile. But
yeah, I mean, there's a chance you might be able to salvage the arrowheads, but the fletchings and the shafts probably wouldn't hold up to the strain of being fired from, a decent bow.
I'll take some anyway. It's always good to have a little bit of backup just in case something breaks.
I mean, if nothing else, you could stab somebody in the eye with it.
That's true.
You go to grab a handful and like reload a quiver or whatever, and Saoirse looks at you and says, "What are you doing?"
Grabbing some of this so that I can take it back with us.
None of that belongs to you.
Wasn't planning on keeping it. Was going to tell Hake when we got there so he could see it.
Saoirse kind of just gives you like the stink eye a little bit. and just kind of like rolls her eyes a little bit and says, "Make sure that you do. None of this, because none of this belongs to us until Hake pays us."
I read the contract, but thank you for the reminder.
Can I insight check her to see if there's like something more to that she's not really saying?
Sure.
No. 6.
What'd you get?
Insight's not her strong point.
What'd you get?
6. She probably doesn't see shit.
Yeah. Searches, concerned about the terms of the contract, probably because she brought you guys into this. And if you make her look bad by breaking the contract or stealing from Hake, that's gonna make her look bad and it's gonna piss her off.
Good thing Helia didn't sign her actual name to the contract. But she just will say, I think we can head back the other direction. This doesn't seem to be anything in here. Literally.
In the meantime, Lula and Endeavor, why don't the two of you make me perception checks?
Sure. All right. What is my perception? 26.
26.
Lula rolled a 7.
Okay.
Brutus rolled a 18.
I hope those are his
Alright.
Brutus dice.
Good Brutus.
It was his Brutus dice.
Good buddy.
Good buddy giving him scritches.
Lula, you don't notice this specifically. Endeavor, you notice that nothing is really happening in the room, although the underside of that other door is starting to like actually melt away and deteriorate. And that gap at the bottom of the door frame is starting to get a little bigger.
Is that from existing exploded goo, or does that appear to be sort of new encroachment?
New goo.
Most likely existing goo.
Most likely existing goo. Okay, well, I will still, features in action. I'm still going to ready a flaming sphere for if I see any kind of new goo starting to emerge from the bottom. I'm just sticking it in. I'm going to stick it in that doorway.
Okay. I'm sorry, what are you sticking in the
If I see new goo emerge, I'm sticking a flaming spear.
Oh, okay.
And just
yeah, you don't see any new goo.
Okay.
It's just the goo that was there had like covered the bottom of the door frame in acid, and that acid still being there is just starting to eat away at the door.
Okay.
Nothing else is happening.
Door will be open soon.
Yeah. And a few minutes later, the rest of your group rejoins you in that dormitory.
Woohoo. Nothing?
Nothing good?
No, not much. It appears to just be a guard station, defensive point for the main gate. Some old arrows and crossbow bolts, probably not serviceable.
Looking around at this dormitory, what size are the beds? Are they all like one size at like a... Are they all tall-sized beds? Is there a smattering of different sized beds? Is there anything that would...
They are all the same size.
Okay.
And they are all maybe a little short for you.
Okay.
but not like super uncomfortably so. Your feet would probably stick off the end of any of these beds.
Safe to assume that likely inhabited by smaller races, dwarves. You could maybe have some really short elves or
Yeah,
half humans,
Dwar-
but
a elves or humans that were on the shorter
mhm,
end of their spectrum would probably still be comfortable, but we're definitely not looking at half orcs. We're definitely not
mhm.
looking at Goliaths
And
or
this
any of the larger races.
so more likely similar to the makeup of our current underground city, probably heavily maybe dwarves, gnomes, halflings.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that tells us something, at the very least. Whether or not they were in charge of things, who knows? But
Mm-hmm.
it does
Mhm.
seem like this space is kitted out for those of a shorter persuasion.
Okay. You still have that
Do we want
other.
to reopen the. Oh, yeah,
Yep.
the door is slowly disintegrating from the bottom up. We could try and go around as well. I mean, we stopped off here, but presumably maybe there's another entrance to that space down the hall somewhere.
Um, yeah, Sersha
We already
says
know this one's
that.
cleared.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sersha says that further down that main hall is a chapel and what appears to be two other dormitories. What the fuck is this?
What?
Driver support 1. Get the fuck out of my window. Stupid Windows pop-ups.
I say we just go through the hallway.
Yeah.
Alright. Sersha says, lead the way. I am gonna report back uh, that cleared room to the rest of the group, so the others can start going through it with a fine tooth comb.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before she walks away, Zill is going to hand her a couple of the degraded arrows and say, "Oh, since you'll see Hake before me, you can show him the quality and the status of these. Let me know what he thinks." Before walking through the door.
Okay.
Yeah, Helly will reopen the door and step on through.
Look, another door.
Should I go ahead and check it?
Check it.
Yeah, investigation check.
18.
Door does not appear to be trapped.
We'll try to push it open, see if it's locked or not.
The door does not appear to be locked.
Oh. She'll stick her head through just to make sure that like there's nothing in the immediate like vicinity of where she's gonna step through. And if the coast is clear, she will step on through. Oh, another dormitory.
Yeah, it looks like this is another dormitory. This is a smaller dormitory. There's a couple of beds and a couple of hammocks posted up here. As well as a number of chests and even a few weapon racks. Mostly housing what appear to be just like iron maces.
Is it accurate to think that this dormitory smaller but also looks a little bit nicer than the one we were previously in?
Maybe.
I'm just
There's
noticing like
definitely
the
more.
different quality of the beds, basically, especially.
No, the quality of the beds are about the same.
Okay.
Open
Is the
those
size the
chests.
same?
Size is the same.
Okay.
I would like to go check out these chests over here, though.
So Helia, you walk over to that nondescript chest and reach a hand out to try and open it.
I think she'll
That
like
sounds
kind
like
of
a
poke at
loaded
it.
question.
Yeah, I think she's gonna try to poke at it with her sword first to see if it's locked or if it's like
Oh, yeah,
easily
you can try to lift
liftable.
Okay. Do you want to make an investigation check to see if it's trapped?
Yes.
Do you want to make a
Well, yes, I
dexterity
do.
check to make sure it doesn't eat your hand?
Do
It's a mimic, guys. It was nice
you want to
knowing
make a
you.
con save because it's just gonna kill you?
19.
You know what? Just make it that
It does
saving
not.
throw. That's fine.
Yeah, it's, you know what? Make a new character.
Yeah. It does
Bye,
not
guys.
appear to be. It does not appear to be trapped. It does not appear to be locked. You open it. You open the chest, and it looks to be full of deteriorating clothes. You try and like thumb through, trying to dig around in what's in here. None of it appears to be particularly fancy. It just looks like really, really old clothes.
Ancient underwear. I'm guessing the others are the same. Might be worth checking though. I mean, I don't know about you, but underwear drawer is a popular hiding spot sometimes.
That's actually true. But your underwear is on the floor normally, so do you hide things in the pile on the floor?
Endeavor.
What?
Rude.
Too much information. Walks away.
Personal information.
That would probably be a really good spot, though, honestly.
Truly.
I'll check this one over here.
You open that one. It is a little bit less full, but kind of the same kind of stuff.
Okay, cool.
Clothes and what appears to be like personal effects.
And the third one?
You open the third one, again, mostly the same kind of stuff. There is actually a dragon chess set. Like a travel size, like a kind of like one of those like fold up chess boxes. But it is a it's an ancient dragon chess set.
You hear a slurping noise behind you. Zilny has been eaten by the chest. It's a mimic.
I'll leave the lid open and just the chest set on top of the clothes.
Okay. There is one door leading out of this room.
Let's check it.
Oh, it's up in the corner. All right.
For the record, I do not push past Zilny. I just like skirt around him.
She climbs over him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not difficult.
All right. Oh, that was cocked, and it flew out of my dice box.
Philly was like,
It literally like bounced out of my box, landed like sideways between my phone and my keyboard. Investigation. That's 18.
18 does not appear trapped, does not appear locked.
let's go through it.
Let's go. Oh. Step on through.
And we have couple of lights.
Does this hallway look like it's an outside hallway? Like, is this a window?
This hallway continues east farther down, and then it continues down about 15-20 feet and then sharp turn to the right.
And what are these right here? Is it just a bench?
Yes, those appear to just be like stone benches.
Okay. Um, is this a window there or just a solid wall?
The hallway continues.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought you meant the other direction.
No, the hallway east continues in that direction another 15-20 feet and then 90-degree turn to the right.
Okay.
Susha said it was the chapel up there, right? We just want to clear that.
They're gonna make us anyway,
True.
so we
Yeah.
might as well.
Okay.
As she kind of mutters to Lula as they're walking about Saoirse and Zilni's exchange about how she was all weird about the arrows and stuff.
Oh wait, this door?
Yeah, there's this door.
Yeah, there is a door that you're passing.
Sorry. This door.
Someone decides to just walk up to it and open it.
Do it.
Fortunately, whoever did,
So that'd be me probably because I clicked on it.
so Endeavor just walks up to that door and opens it.
Someone says something
Yeah.
about like Saoirse and chapel, and Endeavor's like, "Oh, the chapel," and just like automatically just goes to open the door. Like obviously this is the chapel and it's here. And then afterward, like you see like open the door. I don't know if there's a push or pull door, but the door opens and then like hand still on knob kind of looks at hand, looks around and starts like bracing for oh shit.
The hand had a mind of its own.
Fortunately, the door was not trapped or locked, and the door
Cool.
just opens into a dormitory.
Oh, dormitory 3.
With a big chest.
Yeah,
yeah.
This room is, more beds, the same size as the other dormitories. I would like everyone to make an investigation check.
Ten.
19.
Or what did you get?
19.
Sorry, apparently I accidentally closed my character sheet. Okay, there we go. 15. Wrong window.
Red's like, I'm done playing.
I was like, which? I was looking around like, which screen is it on? Oh, I closed the wrong tab. I see. Nope, no screen. It's on no screen.
21.
21.
Shift
Okay. You guys find all of these chests, kind of the same kind of thing, personal effects, clothes, things like that. Tina, you actually find in this larger crate, you actually find a few sets of like leather and leather and that's not what I fucking like chain shirt armor. Yeah, like chain shirt, scale mail, armor.
And it appears to be in decent enough condition.
Very old would definitely need some a fair amount of elbow grease to get in like good working condition. but by no means like destroyed or worthless.
Okay. This one, and then I'll just turn around and look at everyone and kind of gesture toward this box and tell them this one appears to have survived fairly intact.
Great.
Has
Any
armor
studded leather in there?
rifle through.
Um,
Does any of the leather appear to have studs?
Court, high or low?
Hi.
There are a few sets of studded leather.
Gonna put one up.
Helena will take the set, but she intends to make sure that Hake is okay with her keeping it so that Saoirse doesn't bust a vein.
Okay.
So she's not going to put it on, but she'll take it. Considering.
I think. Do we leave it here?
I'd really
Leave it here. Maybe
it here.
leave the top off.
leave it here. Leave the top off. We'll leave the door open.
Okay. And you can just hold on to that one set and
We can show him what the type of armor we found. I'll make my
case.
play for keeping it.
I mean, I think you'll be quite
At least
a
until
bit
we
more
can get out of here.
Yeah, I think there's an argument to be made that you'll be much more effective if you're not walking around in your undergarments.
Well, my old armor just isn't as good. I mean, the enhancements Lila made to the leather, you know, the spikes. That's great.
Okay. There's no other door out of this room,
Okay.
so it would be back the way that you came.
And then continue.
Up.
We have an up and we have a left.
We also have the other hallway.
We also have the other
back.
hallway.
We have the other.
I think we need to check in before we start venturing. They made it sound like they had only done this area.
Yeah.
I think we should check in before we go too much further.
Yeah. Oh, looks like there's another door up in this
Up here.
area. We can always check in after this room since it's the end of the hall and then head
Circle
back
back.
the other direction.
Yeah, maybe the way that Zill's facing will be a way out. Like circle.
Maybe that, like the hallway that we initially turned from.
Yeah.
Kind of continued.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Yeah.
12 investigation for this door.
Okay. Does not appear locked, does not appear trapped.
Sticks her head in. Looks like more barracks.
Okay, so we have not found the chapel yet.
Yeah,
Another crate, though.
This room is
Very large
looks like
barracks.
another dormitory, but the entire back wall is all crates and chests that you open, and it looks to be like armory storage.
Cool.
It is just all swords, shields, heavier armor, all of that sort of thing.
Is this stuff that we're finding, can we tell if it's magical or if it's just your standard run-of-the-mill, like, non-magical armor?
I don't know. Does somebody have a detect magic?
Yeah. As soon as I see this room, I'll
Mhm.
pop detect magic as a ritual. So we gotta sit for a second.
10 minutes?
10 minutes.
We could make a count of the items that are here.
Why don't we just leave the people whose names are on the contract to figure out if it's magical or valuable or not? That seems to be the plan that they want. Our
That's
goal
fair.
is to make sure it's safe for them to walk in the room and make sure they don't die.
What if it's magical and then they die because they touch it?
That sounds like a them problem.
Then we'll know not to touch it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They
Then
brought
I
two
will-
different people to be magical experts.
It's true. Onward we go then.
As she's walking, Helia will just look at Lula and say, out of curiosity, what types of things could you do to studded leather to make it way better?
I'd have to check with some people. I might be able to do something.
I mean, your works. If you and your cousin put your heads together, I'm sure something cool could happen. Not that I have a ton of money right now.
Yeah, I can
Either
check
way.
with her on the way back when we get back. There might be something I can do.
I mean, I'm gonna have to get new armor anyway, but I mean,
Yeah, better make it efficient.
never
for you,
hurts
though.
having enhancements.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
Hey, between this and the Phoenix,
It should be a pretty good payout.
is the store where we came from?
No, next bend, I
No.
think.
Should we check this one?
We should check it.
Check it. Might be the chapel.
I really just want there to like be like we walk in and there's a giant, I don't know, like mosaic in the floor, or the like here lie the remains of
This entire civilization.
Actually,
26.
when you guys,
Does the store look fancier? Like, it looks like it's a much fancier door on the wall or some sort of...
this does appear to be a fancier door.
I rolled
would
a
like-
26 for investigation, by the way.
Before that, I'm gonna hold on to that investigation. I would like everyone to make a perception check.
Which one of you?
13.
No. Okay.
14.
You're good. Plus 8, 25.
Yeah, it is.
Natural 1. For Lula.
Okay.
Oh.
Brutus got a 14.
No, Brutus.
Um,
Good boy.
Oh,
If that
buddy.
means anything.
So
Scratch.
as you guys approach this doorway, I need actually everyone roll me a wisdom saving throw as well, as Brutus begins just like being a little bit more difficult to control and go where you want him to,
Brutus.
and he's kind of just growling just at everything and at nothing. He's just like looking around and growling.
What's wrong, dude?
17.
Brutus.
What the heck, man?
Brutus.
Come on.
Is this perhaps maybe magical in nature?
It is magic.
First one was a nat 1. Second one was a nat 20.
Nice.
Sam,
14.
you are safe.
17.
Tina?
21.
Okay.
And
And
Brutus rolled a 4.
okay.
Poor Bubba.
Yeah, that tracks.
All right.
Like, realistically.
Oh, wait, 22.
Okay. Brutus is now under the effects of the confusion spell.
Oh no.
So So in the first round, I need anyone who got under an 18 on the wisdom save to re-roll your perception check, because you'll have disadvantage. Anybody who rolled above an 18 or above on the wisdom saving throw, which includes Lula, because you rolled a natural 20, so
Yeah,
you're safe.
But I rolled for Brutus.
Oh. Oh, you rolled for Brutus? What does Brutus do?
Well, Brutus rolled a natural 1 for that second perception check.
Oh.
I mean, it's frustrating when you
Brutus,
can't find the source, okay?
Yeah, he's not happy about it.
Brutus spends the next 10 seconds or so just like walking, spinning in circles, just like growling at the air.
Literally just like so concerned with trying to placate him and like get him to stop because now she's getting dizzy.
My second roll was higher than my first, so the 13 stands for perception.
Okay.
14 again. Perception on my end.
Okay. And Tina, what was your perception?
Oh, I think she's frozen.
I think we lost her.
Tina is deep in thought. I'm pretty sure that it was pretty good.
I think she said her perception was 25 and that her wisdom save was 22. I'm
She's a druid.
almost positive that
can't
was her
imagine.
numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know the wisdom save was 20 something.
Yeah.
It was very high.
So Tina's the only one who sees this. And now she's gone.
Hold on, maybe she'll be back. Or overlay.
I would
Yeah,
not
really.
mind taking
Well,
a fiver because I really
Rhodes and I look fine, so it's good.
Alright.
Yeah, do we need to take a quick 5?
Sorry,
Discord.
y'all.
We are
I'm
we are
good.
actually almost
No,
done.
my computer, apparently the cord fell out of the back of it, and it just
Oh shit.
has been running on battery power.
Oh,
Oh shit.
We're good now, though.
Great.
It is plugged in.
Perfect. So Tina,
Yes.
you are the only one who sees this. But as you guys approach this door, the door itself seems fine. And more ornate than any of the other doors. But you notice that there are two things that you notice that are strange about this door. One, there seems to be like heat lines like emanating from like the seams and the gaps around the door. And there appears to be like a green fungus or something kind of like growing around the edges of this door frame.
Fungus. I should definitely lick it, guys.
don't lick it.
I'm not gonna lick the fungus. I am.
Probably safe for you two.
I mean, I'm not sure about that one. I would like to examine the fungus. The
Okay.
green wavy lines, I think, are more of a maybe we report to Genora type thing, like funky vibe. Visual indicator of funky vibe.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Not great. 12.
12. You look at this fungus and it's kind of like it's mostly like a moss kind of appearance and consistency. There are a few spots where there are like slightly like longer, not like stalks, but almost like what you would imagine like a flower stalk, whatever thing. But there are no like flower petals or blooms. There
Okay.
are a few spots where there are like dandelion heads that aren't
Cool.
flowering, but like the seeds when it blooms and you got like the not
Oh, yeah.
sunflower dandelions. Where it like blooms in the seeds and it's all that like white cottony bullshit.
Okay.
So there are a few of like those, but mostly it's like a almost like a moss fungus consistency.
Does any of this look like stuff that we saw outside on the way in? There was a lot of fungus and mushrooms and stuff like that. Okay, totally different.
Not like this. The stuff outside was mostly just like large mushrooms
Mhm.
in otherwise like barren rock.
Okay.
This is the first time you've seen like fungus. It is not bioluminescent. And it is green, which is also a color that you haven't really seen here.
Okay. And my party is just like wandering around.
Yeah, like Brutus is absolutely on the fritz.
Okay.
You can
You try turning
sense-
Brutus on and off again.
Yeah. I'm trying to whack his nose.
Are you blowing on? Are you blowing on it right?
Into his ear, yeah.
Yeah, Brutus is continuing to just acting erratic, but not really doing anything.
Mhm.
And Lula, you had made your wisdom save, and Endeavor, you had made the wisdom save. The both of you can feel just like being in this area. You almost feel like pressure in
Mhm.
your mind.
Yeah, there's something possibly not great in that room.
Yeah, we need to get
Also-
Janora.
Yeah, and also, it's growing.
Oh no. Oh no.
Um,
I'm not sure if I should take a sample or not. I kind of want to, but on the other hand, I might end up infecting, the entire city.
Yeah, maybe when we bring the wizard back.
The fuck does the wizard know about plants?
I don't know, but she can probably tell some about this magical
Um,
stuff.
Endeavor, make a nature check.
I don't know shit about plants either, so let's be real.
Fucking
Are you not-
druids. All right, hot take for people here and for the folks at home. If you're a fucking druid, take nature. God,
I mean, you can
I
take-
cannot tell you
It's
how many times.
intelligence-based.
I cannot tell you how many times I have seen druids who don't know shit about nature. And, I get it from a mechanical standpoint because intelligence is the dump stat for a lot of characters because it's not useful to anybody but a wizard or artificer. But fucking, come on, man.
It's not a dump stat. Okay, I had 18.
18?
Yeah.
This
He's so angry.
I'm angry.
But he's
I'm
not
angry
wrong.
about druids not
He's not
knowing shit
wrong.
about nature.
I just think it's funny.
Well, then they should have a version of it that's not that's like your experiences in fucking nature.
You're talking about the survival skill.
I know.
I mean, that's really what you're talking about.
I know that I don't like this. Okay. But yes, yeah, 18 for nature.
This fungus is not naturally occurring. There's something wrong here.
Do you
This
Do
is
you think
not
if I bring
like
the fungus, that it will
fungus.
also bring the... Could I deduce that if you bring the fungus, it also will bring the problem with it?
Yes.
Like if I put fungus in a jar, I'm just gonna
Mhm.
have a room full of really confused people.
Yeah, you're gonna bring a big problem with you.
Okay. Then I will not put the fungus in a jar. I still kind of want to, and if we can find a way to maybe nullify that effect or contain it to a container, I definitely think that would be really cool. Again, you could shoot a bullet into a wall, and then everyone just fucking gets confused.
Yeah.
You say
What
that,
are-
and Zill's very confused. He's like, "Oh, you want me to shoot the wall?"
No, don't shoot the wall! Don't shoot the wall! Don't shoot the wall!
I mean, if you're gonna, no, actually, don't shoot the wall. It could hit the door, and then it all is gonna come out. All right, we should
Let's just
definitely
go.
report this to Janora.
Lulu's gonna try and direct Brutus away as we
Yeah,
bounce off some walls.
Oh,
Lula, you try to direct Brutus away.
Don't lick it, Brutus. Don't lick
I
it.
need you to make an attack roll as Brutus.
Oh, he's gonna
Oh,
bite
no.
me. No.
Buddy.
Don't do that. Oh, it's my spell attack modifier. Yikes.
Oh, no.
Oh no. So you
Don't
rolled
bite the
two
hand
nat
that feeds you,
ones.
Brutus.
You rolled 2 nat ones. Can you do it again?
Good boy.
Natural 20. Natural 20.
15.
15. Does
Yeah.
a 15 hit your armor class?
Nope.
Ties go to the attacker.
It's my AC is a 17.
Okay. I didn't know what your AC
Oh
was.
yeah, no, my AC is a 17.
Okay. You try to like control Brutus and lead him like away from that door, and he does kind of go where you want him to, but he also like in his like unpredictable whatever the fuck he's doing, he does snap at you.
Oh.
Is this a
He
charm
doesn't-
effect?
No.
Hmm.
I feel
What are Zilni and Helia doing through all of this?
Standing there. I mean, if Brutus is getting snappy, then I mean, I think Helia would probably go up and try to clock him a little bit to try to get him to snap out of it.
Oh.
Okay. Make an attack roll against Brutus.
Poor Bubba.
Is Lula gonna try and do anything to prevent this?
Well,
Oh.
oh, well, that d20 goes away now. No, she rolled a 3, so like I think she's trying to. She's distracted by. You rolled a nat 20, didn't you?
Did you
Roll
just
it.
kill her dog?
Roll it.
I'm using my short sword, but I'm trying to just like really like whack him with the butt of the sword, not
I
actually.
mean, I
like,
can bring it
slice at
back.
him.
It's not. You're not gonna kill him.
She's trying to like basically like snap him out of the confusion.
I mean, you might snap him out of it by knocking his ass out.
I don't know if she can do that much damage. Although no, she can.
She can, because she's gonna roll the sneak attack too.
6.
But are we allies against Brutus in this moment?
Well, I guess right now, potentially. Because Brutus is trying to go toward the really bad door.
He's not really going towards anything. He's just gonna confuse boy.
I mean, maybe he just needs to sleep it off. We should also probably write on the wall that, like, danger, like, do we have something that we can indicate really bad danger with?
Yeah, I had been making marks with like stones and stuff. So if it's all stone walls.
That's 52.
Oh my god!
How many hit
Yeah.
points does Brutus have?
36.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
Yeah,
Hey.
Brutus is
We
gone.
were just like,
She would never
So-
do it to a living doggo. It's a mechanical boy, and she's just trying to reset him.
oh,
You
hard
reset him?
rebooted?
Fucking
You hard
hard
rebooted.
shutdown.
I hard rebooted him.
Oh.
As
You
as
unplugged.
Brutus is like
got his battery.
spinning around and trying to like snap at Lula, Helia comes up and with the butt of her short sword, you just bop him right on the top of the head, and
dent
you
it.
hit him in just the right space that something dislodges, and like a few of the like pins or connections in his neck dislodge, and his head falls off and his body collapses.
Oh.
Like
so
you
sorry,
bop him
Lula.
on the head, he like his whole body shakes, and then he just like Bender from Futurama just like collapses into a pile.
Oh
Oh.
my god!
Lula, I'm so okay. So this, you can look at this one of two ways.
I can look at this like you broke my dog.
But also, he is not trying to bite you anymore, and I was just trying to reset him.
Yeah, you did it.
I'm sorry. Shall I try to pick up the head and like put it back on?
Yeah, just give him to me.
I'm sorry.
And she'll take Brutus's head.
Maybe. Do we maybe want to restore Brutus not in this hallway?
It's gonna take me an hour.
Okay, so we should definitely not do it in this hallway.
Actually,
we should leave this hallway.
It won't take me an hour, but I have an hour to put him back.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I'm just thinking that perhaps maybe we want to leave this hallway specifically.
I'll get him some like high quality oil when we go back. Some Valvoline.
Okay, so I assume he weighs quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna
I can
take
carry that.
all 4 of you carrying bits and pieces of him to carry him back to the workshop.
Yeah, and I don't have like telepathy or any telekinesis or anything.
No.
Okay.
Do I have
Yeah.
anything I can? Yeah, I mean, if it gets to be a pain in the ass.
Mage Hand is not going to be helpful here.
No.
Yeah.
Can I take my? Well, okay. I don't know. Did I probably would have left my bedroll at camp. Never mind. I was gonna say like, can we use that?
To like
Tie
drag
him on it. Yeah, and like
Can we go
drag
grab
him.
Can we go back and grab some of the blankets
I'll
off
grab a
the
blanket.
beds? Just kind of like load him onto it, maybe like bind it with our rope and then use that to pull it back.
Sure. It takes you a few minutes. Do you want to take that kind of time in this hallway where this
No, let's just
confusion fungus is?
if we
We
can
can go back towards the other door to the barracks and then take a second to go grab some blankets and then put Brutus on them and pull him back.
go the other way.
Yeah. Like go back the way we came.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
I was just gonna keep going around.
Well, I mean, yeah. If we're gonna keep going
We're
around,
not
if we
that
think
far.
that that's gonna lead us back from where we started, then
Oh,
is it
this
easier to
circles back.
carry
Okay, I
Brutus?
didn't
Yeah.
realize.
Yeah, so we'll just
I was zoomed in like real close.
Yeah. In that case, yeah. We
Oh,
can
hey,
just
here's
carry
our
him
open
if it's
door.
not gonna work.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's probably easier then to. Let me see. Do I have anything?
Yeah, I don't really have anything to help. So as long as everybody can like group effort.
Yeah, we'll carry him
Yeah.
back.
Yeah. So you guys make your way back. It takes you a couple of minutes because you're all carrying all these big, heavy pieces of Brutus. But you guys do eventually make it back to the workshop.
Right.
And at the moment, it is just Fabian and the camp
Oh.
staff. Everyone else is gone somewhere else.
Well, I imagine they're combing the rooms that we cleared.
Yeah.
I think they were eaten by spores.
They
Oh,
might deserve it.
I hope not. Although I want to know where the chapel was. Because if that wasn't the chapel,
I mean, that could have been the chapel.
and she
They
didn't
say they
say
went
anything.
into it.
Well, what if they went into it and came out different? Maybe they're.
I mean, do you want me to clean their clock like I did to Brutus?
I mean, if they start by trying to bite you, then absolutely.
Let's at least
Lula,
get paid
how can I
first.
help put him back together?
You can
You're
get
gonna
paid
tell
after
me not to
people are
touch him,
dead.
aren't you?
Can't.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Can I help? I actually have tinkerer's tools. I
Yeah.
should say in that.
I mean, it's not like a
At the
check,
very
but
least,
yes.
I know what kind of wrench to hand you. Like, I know the difference.
I have thieves' tools if you need to get in there in a really tiny spot.
You need to extract a piece that like fell deep inside.
I
Yeah.
also have a forgery kit.
Yeah. So
you
I
can
will.
make him look like a German Shepherd.
So,
Okay.
you all re-enter the workshop. What is the plan here?
I think first ask Fabian et al. If they know where the others went.
Um, yeah, he says, yeah, the others went, just kind of following, I assume, the same path that you did, just going through and exploring the other rooms and seeing what kind of
Hmm.
artifacts are down here.
Oh, okay. How long have they been gone?
Um, and maybe an hour or two, about the same time that you guys have been gone.
They're following her path, and like as she's got like Brutus like propped up, like she's working on him, taking tools from Zill.
Right back.
Um, if they're taking the same route we did, we should probably back try and cut them off before they hit that moss room.
Well, should a couple of us just go back then?
Can.
Maybe Endeavor and I, since you guys are fixing Brutus.
Yeah, it shouldn't take me much longer, but if they are following us and following us closely, they're gonna hit it soon. If they haven't already.
Yeah. I mean, Dustin, if we went back up the way we just came, like so that we were going back towards the moss room, is there a way we could skirt it, or is it just all in that whole corridor right there?
You didn't. So you had felt this like oppressive weight in your mind, and it wasn't until you were like almost around the next corner, leaving that area, that pressure started to subside.
Okay. Well, uh, I don't know if I can catch up with them if we go a different way.
Dustin, it takes an action and then 1 minute for
Okay.
Brutus to come back up.
Okay.
With bullet points. So by the time we're talking, he's pretty much back.
Yeah, you just have to spend that time.
Yeah.
You're doing so in an area that is, mostly sort of safe.
Yeah.
Can we send Bug a little note to cut him off saying,
Oh yeah.
stop here?
Mhm.
Hasn't been cleared?
Yeah. I'll send Bug.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a good call.
Yeah. So I'll send Bug with a scrawled note, like a piece of parchment, like hanging from the
Mhm.
front of him that says, "Do not cross. Go back the way you came."
Okay. Where and you're just gonna put that like near that
Yeah.
door.
So like if assuming that they are going the same way we are, probably like this corner,
Okay.
like here-ish.
Yeah.
And then we can go around the other way
Mm-hmm.
and retrace our steps.
Okay. Yeah, so you send Bug out.
Yeah.
So Bug is
Bye, Bug.
Goodbye, Bug.
Bug's gonna be, sitting hanging out over here.
Yeah.
And the rest of you are gonna just like retrace your original steps.
Yeah, at like a pretty decent, I would imagine like a pretty decent pace. Like we're not dawdling now.
Okay.
Well, why are we going back to tell them if Bug's just waiting there?
Well, if they don't see Bug,
Didn't he have like a big flyer?
Yeah, but
I mean, also, if Bug misses them and they're already there,
yeah.
the longer we leave them there, the worse that could end up.
Yeah, do we want to split? And because Dustin, did the confusion kind of stop near like this bend-ish?
Yes. So the Brutus's confusion only lasted about a minute.
Right.
But the pressure,
pressure
in your
feeling,
that
yeah.
pressure didn't subside until you guys were like almost around the corner.
Okay.
Okay.
This is what we're here for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Dustin, just not a Zill question. Rhodes understanding the universe question.
Mm-hmm.
What happens if the person that wrote your contract dies during the contract? Is there some sort of a insurance payout, meaning that you still get like when you buy travel insurance or something and you might still get a little something something? Is that a thing that our guild has?
that's such a thirsting question.
Fuck you, man. Okay.
If that needs to be worked out with the guild, that's fine. You have to answer now. I'm just curious.
He's got to bring it back to the guild.
There is a clause that stipulates that if for any reason the executor of the contract is unable to fulfill the terms, the responsibility of fulfilling those terms falls to the guild that the executor represents.
Cool.
Take it up with the guild.
Okay.
You bastard. A note to DMs everywhere. Don't put contract law in your D&D setting. Fucking
why?
bullshit.
So yeah, we let's move. I guess, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
suppose.
So the four of you start retracing your steps through the place.
Yes.
And I guess also keeping an ear out / eye out as we pass by some of the doors that are open, etc.
Okay.
To see if we hear Hake / others, or if we go into a room and we can see them in there.
Yeah. And you almost immediately find them. They are still in the first room that you guys had cleared, where the where slime time was.
Ah, yes, slime time.
Texas.
Yeah.
So the four of them are all in different corners of the room, looking at things, cataloging, rifling through drawers and chests and whatever else. The door down the hallway to that guard posting, that door is actually shut. And it has there's a big green mark on it. And so you guys enter the room, and Saoirse is the first one to notice you entering.
Saoirse, you said you saw the chapel.
Yeah, it's have you guys not gotten that far yet?
Which direction was that?
Um, she points like out the door and to the right, and it's like go. If you just go that way, it's like the around the bend. It's the door right in front of you, big ornate door. It's got like fungus or something growing like in the corner of it around the edge.
And nothing. You didn't feel anything weird when you went over there?
There was. I figured it was just something with the fungus or something. It was hard to explain actually, but didn't seem too concerning.
A magical effect didn't seem too concerning? To mention?
I figured it was make an insight check.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can we
Yeah,
insight check
100%.
this, Saoirse? Because, yeah, I mean,
17.
you really strange. You see really strange
14.
fungus that makes you like go a little in the
I know
head.
she's
and
an elf, so like charm effects on elves are always like a little like.
Yeah, but there was weird pressure and like, I mean, this place was clearly filled with some kind of extra bad,
Yeah.
extra bad. That's really high.
Are we determining, Dustin, if she's lying or just not seeing?
I want to determine if there's something off about her. Like, is she under the influence of something in the way that my friends were the other night?
Mm-hmm.
Slash, something like that. Is something off that would indicate Saoirse's either being influenced by or is, a spore person, basically. It's just a collection of the dandelion seeds now shaped like a person.
My question about the
my
lion
God,
still stands.
Thurston. Zill is specifically trying to determine, like, is she up to something? Like, this is basic 101 that
Yeah.
you would
Yeah.
have to share this information in order to make sure that the next wave of the crew behind you knows what they're walking into. So is she up to something, or is, like, did he hold her in too high of a regard
Uh-oh.
all these years?
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Chatty police work.
Sam,
Yes.
what information are you? I just have to go
In order.
across my screen.
You're good.
Sam, what information are you trying to gather with this insight check?
I think Lula would just. I don't know if it's as deep as like questioning her professionalism and like her skills, but more like, are you fucking with me? Like, really?
Okay.
Are you? I know you're not that stupid. So, like, what's actually going on here?
Okay.
Considering, basing it off the fact that she just ripped Zill a new asshole about touching arrows.
Like decaying broken
Decaying
arrows.
arrows. She didn't seem to happen to mention some weird fucking moss.
Well, obviously you can touch the weird fucking moss.
Oh yeah, sorry, we could have taken that home. So yeah, that's in comparison to the conversation that had been relayed to her. She's trying to get like a vibe check of like, are you
Okay.
You're not
And
fucking
what was
with me,
your
right?
and what was your insight check?
17.
Okay. You. So part A, you do not get the sense of like any untruthfulness or deception from her.
Okay.
Rhodes, what was your insight check?
14.
14. It is hard to tell. You're not sure what the deal is. Maybe you just held her in too high a regard. Maybe she just doesn't work with teams enough to voice those kinds of concerns on the first round. Court, what is the question that you are trying to answer?
Same as Sam, pretty much.
Okay.
Like, are you fucking serious? Like, this was quite obviously there. It affected all of us. Which my roll was a 12, so I assume I didn't discern much from
You don't
that as
discern
compared to
much.
Sam.
Tina.
Yeah.
What are you trying to uncover?
Um,
Is there a specific question that you are trying to answer with an insight check?
is this Sersha under the influence of something else?
Okay. And what was your result?
27.
27. It does not appear that Saoirse is under the influence of anything.
Okay.
You all know that Saoirse is highly resilient to effects similar to this.
Okay.
Endeavor, you were the only one to notice the heat lines shimmering bullshit. Everybody else, unless it was pointed out to them, which for the record I don't think you actually said that you pointed that out, but I would let that slide. All of the rest of you just saw a door with moss growing around it.
Okay.
Yeah, but like we felt that
Sam,
pressure.
Right.
Yeah.
Pulling back the curtain a little, the only reason I told you it was a magical effect is because I know that some of you get advantage on the roll if that is the case.
Yeah, but at the same time, like we walk into an area that suddenly has a different effect than the rest of the place that is the same elevation. Like that I feel like it's a +4 intelligence. That's not a high jump of like maybe not a
There's
spell. There's something funky. Whether it's
There's
a trap or something
Mhm.
growing, like something funky.
If that is a logical leap that you make, that is perfectly valid.
Yeah.
With your insight check, it does not seem that Saoirse may have made the same logical leap.
Cool. So she's just an idiot. Great. Says the girl with a +4 intelligence.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure Zill only has a +1, and I literally wrote in my notes, Zill loses some respect for her.
I guess now seeing this, okay, well, so I suppose we will have to return up there. What was in there? Was there more of that moss and fungus in the chapel?
Oh, we didn't actually go in.
Okay, you guys didn't open the door at all.
No.
How do you know it's a chapel?
Did you actually look at the door?
Yeah.
Seemed like a chapel door.
Yeah,
Does it seem like a chapel door?
Just
yeah, it was ornately carved with
It was like religious iconography.
yeah.
I had Dustin previously rolled a 26 on the investigation check when I went to go check it for traps before the whole moss shenanigans.
Right, and we never circled back to that.
Correct.
Okay.
I'm wondering if I discerned any information from that at all before I got affected.
You had failed your saving throw, your wisdom save, correct?
Yes, I think so. I rolled a 17, so
Yes.
barely, but yes.
Did you re-roll that investigation?
No, because you told me to let it stand and you were sitting on it.
Okay. Re-roll that real quick.
Okay.
And there was no like weird air or anything. No one else
What?
see the weird air?
21.
21. Okay. You definitely would, on close inspection, you would have noticed the and this one's on me then. You would have noticed the like shimmering, they weren't heat lines, like there isn't heat emanating from the room, but there is like a shimmeriness coming from like the edges of the door and the gaps in the door.
Mhm.
And you would have noticed that, and you would have noticed that the those like spore pods or
Mhm.
whatever, as you took your like closer inspection of the moss,
Mhm.
you would have realized that those spore pods seemed to be following you.
Okay.
Like the way a creepy haunted house picture, like the eyes kind of
Yeah.
follow you around a room.
Don't like
There's
that.
gotta be something
No.
in that room. Just thinking back to what we were looking at, it's almost like the spores were following our movement.
It was watching
That's
us.
disgusting.
Saoirse hears that and um and grabs Janora and says, Janora, maybe you ought to take a look at this door then before
It's
anybody goes
very
in.
weird. There's like a haze around it, a sort of warping.
Um yeah, Janora closes her like notebook that she was working on, sets it down on one of the bunks and says, "Okay, yeah, let's go take a look at it."
Can you protect yourself from certain effects? I mean, it made Lula's dog kind of go really aggressive, and he was pacing around like he was confused. And I definitely lost a lot of train of thought there.
Saoirse says, "Yeah, I got like I don't know, a little hazy for a second or two, but it didn't seem that bad to me. Um, but yeah, that's not a bad idea." Um, Janora says, "Yeah, I can do something to protect myself," and she casts a quick spell on herself, and um, she and her like eyes begin to glow for a moment, and she just has this like glow, this
Mm.
like pale blue glow on her now.
I mean,
Um,
I have no idea what we're looking for in here, but that seems more than a little
Little sus.
out of place with everything else we've come across.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't think any of the other doors, locked or not, seemed like they had. Well, they didn't really like warp the air around them. That's not normal.
No, it looked like the air above a fire. You can see it rippling from the heat.
But it wasn't hot.
Correct.
okay. Um,
We're all down the hallway, like peeking.
You got this.
so
Go, girl.
the four of you,
Oopsie.
let me get
Mm.
all of you in the right spot.
Yeah.
So the four of you all get back like into that area. Janora and Saoirse are kind of at the front.
There we go.
Janora takes a few steps closer, and you see like as she starts getting closer, she like does one of these, and you can see that she is just shaken off some kind of effect, but is able to keep her composure, and
Mm.
she I would like everybody to roll a perception check.
Mm. 19.
3.
16.
18 for me, nat 20 Or 24 for Brutus.
Brutus doesn't have a head.
He's back.
Brutus
We
is
just
Oh,
him.
for
Yeah,
some
we
reason I
fixed him.
thought you weren't done. Sorry.
No, we're done. It takes a minute in action, so
so
I thought you said it took an hour, but I think that's
I had
how
to do it
long you
within
had to
the
like.
hour. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So all of you notice Janora steps a few paces closer to the door, takes a more in-depth look at this fungus, and suddenly she takes a step back, straight up goes rigid, and in one motion she turns around to face you. Her eyes are wide, and you all see a look of terror on her face. And she shouts, she turns as she begins to run back in your direction. She shouts, "Run now!" And throws her arm back behind her and casts a fireball
Yep.
on the door
my
frame.
God.
And that is where we
Oh,
are going
shit.
to pick up next week.
Oh no.
Okay.
Dang.
Dang.
Uh-oh. We told her it was
Valentine's Day
bad.
drama.
Hmm.
Hey girl, there's bad fungus there. So it's real bad fungus?
Doesn't seem like
Apparently
it's a
real
very
bad
fun guy on
fungus.
that door.
No.
Boo.
Decidedly unfun.
Unfungus.
But yeah.
Depends on
So
your
that is
definition
where
of fun.
we will leave off, and I'm gonna just throw this out there right now. Next week, be ready to roll initiative.
Yeah.
Hey.
Cool.
Thanks, stream.
Yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Thanks guys
Bye.
for playing.
Thanks for
Yeah,
running.
thank you
Um,
for
Thanks for running it.
Yeah, this is fun. This is gonna be
Yeah.
great. Everybody's gonna die.
No.
Yeah.
I mean,
No.
TPK. TPK.
Stop it.
California Pizza Kitchen?
Yeah.
Yes. Pizza party.
Yes.
Pizza party.
Goodbye, internet.
Right.
yes.
Good night, internet.
Night, internet.
Good night, internet.
Farewell.